time to start the show. Off the top rope, 4-figure leg lock. Ric Flair with the chest chop. Haters wonder why I never tap out. A young king like DeMarcus. Undertaker with a coffin. Choke slam so often. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Man, the boy keep flossing. Man, the boy keep talking.
Welcome, what's up, everybody? This is Wrestling with Things, and wherever you are watching, no matter what device you are watching from, I know you guys have all those smartphones out there in your hand at your convenience. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Wrestling with Things and like our Facebook page at Wrestling with Things for all sorts of new video episodes on all things sports and entertainment. David Joseph, and down at the corner is Sammy Joseph, but we are joined by a good friend of mine, University of Maine alumnus, Boston Celtics devotee, big sports guy, Alvin Alamba, aka Pablo Bars.
You know
retired Pablo Bars. We got a lot of retirement to make. I mean, I don't mean to gas us up, but this is technically your first interview since retiring.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
How are you been?
Yeah, I've been good, man. I've been grinding. You know what I mean?
I gotta say, I'm not blowing smoke, man.
Yeah.
It is great to see you.
For real.
And we go back to like what, the 5th, 6th grade?
You talking
and I can honestly say, in my whole span of knowing you, I don't see you all the time, but anytime I see you, you're a positive presence in the room. So let's put that presence to use right now. Let's not waste no more time.
Thanks for
There's a lot of, no problem, boy. There's a lot of speculation on what the Lakers starting 5 will be. This he said, she said that, you know, Rondo's here, so he might start. And they put out a report that LeBron's the only surefire set-in-stone starter. So, Alvin, I gotta ask you, this is year 1, albeit they're not gonna win a championship, but let me know, what do you think the best starting 5 is for the Lakers? What's the best 5 they could put out there, bro?
Well, bruh, let me tell you this. Lonzo Ball's not coming off the bench.
Yeah, you might think a lot.
No way.
And they're doing a good job.
Lonzo's not coming off the bench. Okay, second overall pick. Like, there's no way a top 3 pick.
It would be backwards.
That's backwards. You talking Rondo gonna start?
Yeah.
He's young. Rondo gonna start. Rondo is
31,
32. Yeah, I think he's about 32 years old. Yeah. You know, I think at this point in his career, he should be a backup.
A great one.
If he wants to play for a contender.
Yeah, he'll be a great backup at that.
Yeah. But Lonzo Ball, I mean,
this ain't no 8.
Yeah, this is not.
So you got Lonzo and LeBron, obviously.
Yeah.
Who you got at the power forward, shooting guard, and center started?
Man, okay. So, well, at the power forward, I would have to go. The thing is, I like that death lineup that they brought up earlier.
Too. You know, I think they should close games.
Yeah, close games like that with Braun at the 5. I think they said
no way.
Yeah. No way. Braun at the 5.
Hold on.
Kyle Kuzma at the 4.
Yeah.
Right.
Josh Hart.
Josh Hart will be Josh Hart, Lonzo, and then Ingram.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I think that's gonna give lineups fit when they master it and they learn each other.
Yeah. Josh Hart.
So do you think that could go the distance for them to start and use that lineup almost full time in the season, or you think they should just close with that lineup?
I think it's better to close with that lineup.
Mm-hmm.
I think I wouldn't use that lineup all the time. I mean, it's a death lineup, so I mean you use that when you need it. When you really need it. Braun at the 5 all the time, that's not a good thing.
No, it's not.
I wouldn't do that.
Beat him up a lot.
Yeah, I don't think he'll do that. Period.
You don't think so?
Because Braun's somebody who likes to preserve.
Hold on. I'm glad we all agreed that it's almost bogus that the media has this agenda that Lonzo might not start and his dad might get him traded.
He's starting. Yeah.
He's starting. First of all, his rookie year wasn't bad. He 10-7-7. He showed that he could get better over the course of the season. That's all you want. That's all you want from a young player. You want to see flashes. And I have a really good feeling about a rookie, even though he's going to be in his 2nd year, that I have a good feeling about his chemistry with LeBron. Because LeBron has never played with a point guard with his attributes. He's 6'6", he's long, he defends, his vision is off the chain. So I think the best starting 5 the Lakers could go with is Lonzo, Brandon Ingram at shooting guard, LeBron at the 3, Kuzma at the 4, And at the 5, we talked about this a few days ago off the record. The 5's gonna have to be McGee, but I don't trust the center position because he's not a starting caliber center. He's not. He's a good backup. He'll give you those spurts, those blocks all the time, but he's boneheaded. He's inconsistent. And I don't think you can have him on the court against the Warriors, Rockets.
True, but do you have a better option?
That's
There is no
there
better
isn't. He's the best.
He's gonna have to start all season long.
The problem I was discussing with Al off the record mostly was that the one flaw, the obvious flaw the Lakers would have is that their best the best 5 individuals they could put on the court involves LeBron playing some 5. That's why we bought that up. No, I don't think he's going to do it a lot, but that's a depth lineup to match up with Draymond Green when he's at the 5 and Iguodala's in the lineup.
I don't see him doing that because on this team, again, he has the burden. He's going to have most of the offensive burden on his back. So if he has to move to 5, that's going to drain him in completely.
It is not going to drain him in a small ball league.
But think of all the centers in the Western Conference. He might have to play some possessions on Cat, some possessions on.
That's when you don't do it.
Cousins when he comes back.
You feel me? That's when you don't do it. So when the Draymonds of the world moved to small ball 5, PJ Tucker played some small ball 5 in the playoffs. You could get away with that.
Those guys don't have the offensive burden of LeBron.
No, I'm saying you could get away with LeBron going against them.
You can, but I don't see LeBron doing that. That's what I'm saying. I don't see LeBron electing himself to do that.
With that being said, where do you have the Lakers seated if you had to take a guess? As currently constructed with Beasley and Rondo and Stevenson.
Oh, currently?
The team that they going in with right now.
Not top 4.
Not top 4?
Not top 4 in the West. They have to go, my guess, 6.
That's why
I had them in the 5-6 range.
5-6
if they knock it out the park somehow and the young guys develop, they could sneak to 4. Maybe.
I mean, it's like LeBron. That's LeBron James.
Yeah, he's always going to give them a shot.
He's always going to give them a shot. Whatever team he's on, he's bringing them to the playoffs at least. You know, in the East, he was a king. No one could beat him for the past 8 years.
Yeah,
8 years. That's a different story in the West.
Yeah.
All right, literally every All-Star.
a lot of heavyweights.
Yeah. The West is here and the East is literally here. All right, when you talk about the East, you got what? Kyrie, Giannis, John Wall, those guys. It's like
a bunch of phony stuff.
It's not up to par. Yeah,
it's not up to par with everybody in the West. I'm not even gonna name everybody in the West. You already know who's on the like. That's a long list. You feel me? So it's like I think LeBron brings them to the 6th seed their first year. Wait till next year.
Next year, I think, yeah.
Next year, I mean, we'll see how Kawhi does in Toronto.
We're getting to him.
Yeah, well, that could come up. You know, there's a lot of free agents. Who else is Carlton Towns a free agent?
I believe so.
Jimmy Butler, Kyrie, Klay Thompson.
Oh yeah, they'll get somebody.
I think it's going to be a movie next offseason.
Yeah, it will.
They keep up in the bar.
Yeah.
It's the Adventures. Good stuff, Alvin. Don't go anywhere. We are going to have Alvin here to discuss the Toronto Spurs trade. And do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Wrestling with Things.